Hey, what's going on? Today, I just wanted to do a little mini episode where I take questions from people, I answer them as best as I can, and then, we get out of here. So, just a little quick, under 10-minute size chunk of question and answer. And today's is all about strategy and marketing. So let's get into it. The first question I'm going to answer is, what are some of the mistakes that we can make as businesses that we make when we are coming up with the idea of creating the videos? And I think the biggest one is to use video as a tactic instead of as a strategic asset. And what I mean by that is you can create one or two videos and put them on Facebook. You can put them on any social media site and people will see them. But unless they have already sort of thought of your brand or thought of your company, they're going to see it and scroll right past it. It's really sort of a long-term strategy that you have to use where people hear, see, think, so that the next time they need whatever service or whatever thing that your company does, they'll think of you. And so, if you are in the market to get your, I don't know, let's just say a new roof. I live in Houston and we have bad weather all the time. It's summertime, it's about to be hurricane season. We're probably going to have bad weather. So that means a lot of people will need roofers. And I myself, I just put on a new roof last year. And the way that I did that was I got a ton of flyers on my front door. And then I got tons of videos that came through our feeds on Facebook, Nextdoor, Instagram. And we had to sit there, watch, figure out which of these companies seems legit, which of these seems like a scam, who are we going to trust? So really what it came down to is the content that I saw just got those people in the front door. And ultimately the company that I chose was the company that, it seemed like they knew the most about roofs while they were selling me the least on the roof, if that makes sense. And I think that in general, that's where people's heads are when they're choosing companies to work with. And that is why if you treat any of your marketing as a tactic just to get leads, you are really doing a disservice to yourself, because over time people want to believe in you and want to trust you. And to do that, you have to create that content, the content that backs yourself up. Okay. A question I get all the time from B2B companies is, I don't really know how to use a video. We want a video to showcase who we are, but what's the bigger plan, or why should we even create a video? Because our sales are pretty good right now. We go to all the trade shows, people buy our product. What more do we need to do? And I think that, if your product is selling and you have no issues at all, then yeah, you probably don't need a video. And you're probably, nothing I'm going to do, nothing anybody's is going to say is going to affect whether or not you want to create a video. I think that in general, though, the way that people are starting to communicate is online, and really it's through the content that we put out there. So people will get to know us through our photos and our videos. They'll hear who we are. I mean, you're watching this right now. You're getting to know who I am. And you can watch a lot of other videos that I've created to know me as well. So I think that the plan for B2B companies is you need to do a lot of little things so that people will trust you and get to know what you're doing. If you are a company that creates pumps, well, post a lot of videos. Show people how you make those pumps. That's awesome. If you're a company that does, meat processing, let people inside the factory. Let them see how you handle your food, how you organize it and then distribute it. I mean, that is what people want to choose on. So I think the biggest thing that a B2B company can do with video is to let people behind the curtain and see who you really are. Okay. One thing that I get asked all the time is, what are some smart, low budget ways we can get started? People will contact me and they want to do a full video shoot. And then I don't know if I'd necessarily talk them out of it, but I try and talk them into creating lots of small pieces of content versus one long piece of content. And it doesn't take much more time. If you're going to bring in a production company, bring us in and allow us to shoot with your leaders. We just need 20 or 30 minutes with them, and we can ask them some questions. We'll make them look amazing, and we'll start to create a content library for your marketing team to go through and pick out clips and publish clips and repackage clips. And one day shoot can be enough footage for 1 to 2 months. And the other thing that we can do is we can help you create a virtual studio at your office, and leaders can come down and sit in front of it. So it doesn't have to be a huge ask. I think the thing that you need to think through is, how do I make this as easy as possible on my team? And whatever that is, create a system to make it as easy as possible, and then go ahead and execute that. So it's planning, executing, publishing. Those are the three things you got to keep in mind the whole time. All right. So hopefully you found this interesting. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully this helps your company plan out better videos, or at least better strategy around videos. If you have any questions, drop them below. I can't wait to answer them. I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to make videos. All right. Have a great day.